Hi and welcome back to XPlane 11 and my attempt to fly around at least the coast of Great Britain, if not the whole of the UK, as I keep saying. I am definitely into, I don't really know this part of the country that well, territory. I'm currently at Great Yarmouth. I've basically planned a flight down. Actually, I should kind of, there we go, up north. Down here, and where was it? I've just lost it. EGSQ. Is that it there? I can't actually read the map very well. It's a little bit, oh, there we go. It's around here somewhere. I can't even remember the name of the place that I found on the map that I actually planned to. I think it's Clacton or something like that. If anyone ever happens to watch this and they know the area, I do apologise for my ignorance. Oh, just sorting out my cables because I think my chair was on one of my cables. Right, so I'm just going to get into it. I'm just trying to adjust my chair, so that's a bit comfier. Right, let's go for it. Yeah. Oh, I keep doing a break. No, I'm actually not entirely sure where the runway is. I can see some white marks over there. I can't even, it's like 3 or 4 weeks since I last played this, for various reasons. I can't actually remember where the runway is. I think this was a grass runway, right? I'm going to head over for those white lines over there, and then we'll see what there is. Why am I trying to turn like it's a car? It's ridiculous. Right, I want to be heading out that way as well, but I'm not entirely sure where the runway is. Does that look like runway there? I think it does, right? I think it's a grass strip. I actually can't remember. Yeah, it's a grass strip there. I actually can't remember what I landed on last time. Yeah, this looks promising. I'm going to take it anyway. What's the H for? It's a very short runway. Right, so usual thing, I'm flying rail weather. I have no idea what the weather is down in this part of the country. There's obviously a bit of sun because I'm getting some shadow and stuff like that. So yeah, my plan is to do the usual thing, just fly down the coast. Let's just go for it. What's the worst that can happen, right? Maybe I needed some flaps for this. Now we're good. We're good. We're in the air. Just get some altitude. Let's go into a turn. So I've already got my navigation booked in, programmed in, something like that. So the conditions look a bit broken cloud, kind of misty, I think. Just going to fly by hand for a moment. Tell you what the cloud base is. It doesn't look great. Flightless waypoint. I'm sort of tempted to fly this one wholly by hand, but that does make actually looking at the map and things like that sort of tricky, so we'll see how this goes. It's a little bit blurred in my headset. Hopefully it looks a bit better in the video. trying to keep it fairly level, trying to keep a reasonably sensible rate of climb. I mean, obviously I've got a nicely positive rate of climb. It's just a bit too positive, maybe. What are we at? What are we at? Coming up to 1,500. I sort of planned for about 3,000 again. See how it goes. So there's that thing. If I look round at the map, already my hands started to drift. I do realise I should really be trimming and things like that. Okay, so far so good. Clouds are starting to look a bit closer. Coming up on 2,000. So I'm actually trying to make this a shorter hop. I think I made a mistake of making it just a little longer than I would have liked. I think I'd prefer to try and make these like 20 to 30 minute hops. I think I probably made this more of a 40 to maybe 50 minute hop. We'll see how it goes. I realise that that is going to mean it takes longer to act. Whoa, I'm climbing too much there. Getting a bit nose up, I think. What was I saying? Yeah, I realise it's going to take longer to get around, but I'm okay with that. Not just in terms of lots of extra sessions, because it will mean extra sessions, but also the actual taking off and landing adds more time. You know, flying point to point, I can go fairly fast. There we go, I'm about 3,000. Still below the clouds actually. They're not as low as I thought they were. Yeah, it's the taking off and landing and everything that adds time to the trip. But I'm okay with that. I'm still staying hands-on for a moment. At least as far as this first waypoint. Let's say we're about 3 minutes away from the waypoint. Whoa. Looked sort of closer than I was expecting. If, by the way, at any point as you're watching this, the display looks laggy, it is definitely down to the XPlane 11 window, and well, I think I'm getting a bit close to the clouds. I think we need to level off a bit, and also OBS, because in the headset it's generally buttery smooth. And often I find that the lagginess, the stutteriness, whatever, seems to kick in if I do something like that and zoom in. It looks fine in the headset. So any bad performance you see should not be taken as indicating that that's how badly XPlane 11 performs or how its VR implementation is. It's just down to my recording setup not quite working as well as I'd like. I'm a bit too high now. I seem like I'm going to run into these clouds. See, this cloud cover seems to be breaking though, which is nice. It's starting to look a bit bluer on the other side of this big cloud here, so we'll see how this goes. Lose a bit of height. Nearly at the waypoint. Just trying to keep it below this cloud. I don't want to fly into a situation where I can't see the world outside. Wouldn't be the first time this happened during this trip. Close to making that turn, about a minute away I think, if I'm reading that correctly. The numbers and letters on that display are a little blurred in my headset. I think maybe I need to adjust my headset just to find maybe a sweet spot. Ever so slowly descending. Should be out the waypoint now. There we go. It's registered me as having arrived at the waypoint, so we're up for the next leg. So I've programmed this for roughly following the coast. Right, I'm going to chance things, let go of that for a second. I'm going to put altitude hold on and heading. Oh yeah, heading. I need to program in heading. I always do that. What throws me off there is in VTOL VR, normally if you set heading on the autopilot, it starts off, if I recall correctly, by just pegging your heading at the direction you're pointing, and then you sort of take it from there. Right, we're doing okay so far. I'm not seeing the actual... Oh, this is where I'm heading, isn't it? Is down here, I think. Oh no, that's Southend. I don't think I went as far as that. Ah, there we go, EGSQ. Clacton, yes, that's where I'm heading for. That's where I'm heading for. Yeah. Cool. Right, everything's looking okay. We're sort of at 3,500. It's looking good. Let's have a little look outside. Now we've got the autopilot on. Oh, we're slewing a little bit. Maybe there's some wind. Definitely a bit of cloud showing. So yeah, it looks like we're going to have cloud along the way. Most of the way. Interesting, that's tearing down the ETE. There we go, it's settled down a bit. Let's have a look. Yeah, 1347, is that right? That is indeed right. Right, speed things up a bit. I did start a new flight, so I should have enough fuel. I never actually do anything with the fuel. Ooh. I know I put a bit more power on. So of course we're climbing. There we go, okay. Let's brought the nose down a bit to compensate. A bit more speed. Cool, cool, cool. At some point I should really take the time, I know I've said this a few times before, but I should really take the time to start to reacquaint myself with these instruments. As I said before, I used to understand pretty much everything you see in front of you when I used to play Microsoft Flight Sim very heavily around, probably my peak time of playing it was probably about 2000 to 2005 maybe, something like that. Maybe a little bit less than that. Definitely from about 2000 to 2003 for sure. And yeah, I pretty much understood all of these instruments and understood how to use them properly and everything. But I've definitely lost the knowledge. Should be a rig way out there. Can't see it. Just trying to find a sweet spot on my headset. There we go, it's a little bit better I think. About 5 minutes to go. This may end up being a slightly quicker hop. It could have made it even quicker by flying as the crow flies, but of course what I'm trying to do is mostly roughly follow the coast. That cloud's looking a bit low. Definitely looking a bit low. Maybe I should dip down. We'll see how this goes. I'm going to chance it. It's a bit naughty, but I'm going to chance it. No, that's definitely getting lower. I think we may lose visuals. I may have to take over, or at least drop my altitude. Oh, the altitude hold wasn't on. Didn't I put that on? No, I didn't, did I? No, it's starting. Oh, interestingly, the ground has cleared up a bit. I wasn't expecting that. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're in the cloud. We're in the cloud. This is really naughty of me. I'm trying to fly VFR. There we go, we're through. Yeah, that wasn't very VFR, was it? It's just come around just a little bit. In danger of just missing that waypoint. Let's see how we go. It's looking okay. About 90 seconds to the waypoint. Definitely less misty here than where I took off. Come about just a little bit more. Good. Going kind of fast, but that's on purpose. You're going to register me as having hit the waypoint. Come on. I'm close enough. I'm definitely close enough. Come on. There we go. Good, 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 good. Right, you want to be more... Is it... Actually doesn't really tell me... what I should dial in, does it? We'll do that way. Oh, going the wrong direction. Okay, so about 8 minutes to the next waypoint. Yeah, doing okay. Doing okay. Now, I seem to remember I planned my route. Let's get rid of the clouds for a second. I planned my route. I'm heading basically for this little headland here, and then I sort of cut the coast here, so I'm going to be going over water a bit more, so I should... Looks like that bit that's cutting in there, and I'm going to head off straight over that way, I think, was my plan. So where we're going, yeah, that's where we're going. Yeah, looks good. Well on our way. What happens if I... So I can click on that. Let's tune nav 1. I can't remember how to do this. As I'm facing that way, I would have expected something that would show me that I'm off from that, but I can't remember how this works, how the OBS works. Oh yeah, that's it, you kind of dial in your... If I remember correctly, it's like, if I want to be heading directly south, in respect to that, that's telling me I'm way off to the left, and I need to go over, and then as I approach that track there, this line here would kind of slowly sweep in until I'm back on the line. I seem to remember that's how it works. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So if I do that, that would be saying I want a line in that direction. Oh, crumbs, I wasn't paying attention. I want a line in that direction, which would be, yeah, about 22 degrees right. And so I'm kind of on that line. So this, as I keep going that way, and I've programmed in a line going that way, this should start creeping across there. I think I'm going to lose some altitude. Let's get down to about 30,000. Yeah, I can't see anything again. Yeah, we need to lose some altitude pretty quick. Not that quick, but fair enough. Oh, speed. There's in danger of overspeeding there. Try and bring it down to about 3,000. That rate of descent is ridiculous. I don't know why he does it quite so radically. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is... Oh, I always forget which button it is. It's not that one. Right. Well, it's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. I press the recalibrate my position button. So let's just heading and altitude hold for a second. Let go. I just need to grab hold. Oh, I did it again. Oh, for goodness sake. There we go. Let's try and reorient myself. Want to lose some altitude. In a controlled way, watching my speed. Got a good rate. Oh, I had a good rate of descent. Bring it down. It's cloud base, looks like it's definitely getting lower. Kind of balance. Well, I was going to say balancing my speed and my pitch, but throttle and pitch. Of course, I've pretty much killed my throttle for the moment. This cloud's definitely getting lower and lower. Right, descending past 3,000, heading towards 2. So it's getting mistier again. Looking to see if there's anything out the window. Okay, so I want to put down early. I think I'm going to be okay. I think I just need to fly a lot lower. I think that little, well, I wouldn't even go so far as to call it headland, but that little turn in the coast there, I think that's pretty much where I dropped that waypoint. Okay, I think put enough distance between us and the cloud base. See how this goes. Oh, now it's pitching up a little bit more than I'd like. Getting very close to the waypoint. I wonder how many times I put myself in a position during this little expedition, shall we call it, whereby I've really put myself in proper danger in terms of bad flying. I was kind of right about this as well. definitely that's moved way over now. I'm doing okay on that waypoint. We can switch to the next one. Come on, we're definitely. There we go, it's switched. Right, this is where we're basically heading out over the water. I'm tempted to drop my altitude a bit now that we're heading out of the water, out over the water. Yeah, this is making sense in the way that this relates to everything else. Oh! Is it just me or is it raining? I'm not seeing any rain on the windshield, but that looks like rain out there, right? I'm seeing streaks go past really quickly. On both sides. Actually a little bit surprised that it doesn't show them on the windshield, but then maybe having a great big prop in front of you means you don't really get the water droplets on your windscreen. Oh wow, that's so trippy. Yeah, I think it's raining. That's how I'm interpreting that, is rain. So I think this is the first bit of wet weather I've flown in this trip so far. Well, it's a new experience. Think about how I'm going to approach. Yes, I don't even know what to expect there. I don't know if it's tarmac or grass strip. This might be another one of those where I'll have to do a flyover just to see what there is. Again, I could have looked it up, but where's funny in that, right? Here we go. Sky conditions 3300, overcast, visibility 10. There's rain. Wind 220 at 13. .220, which is going to be the best one to come in on? Just oh, it really does run pretty much north-south, doesn't it? Any way I cut it, I'm basically landing with a side wind. Oh, as far as I can tell. So I think I'm better off coming in that direction. Better off coming on 36. Yeah. I'm going on 36. program this into. I'm almost tempted to actually head for that VOR. This is where I need all the bits to actually measure the angle and stuff. So I want to fly to that and then come down that way. What do you think? What I should be doing is actually programming in no, I want to be coming in pretty much south, right? Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. The idea is I'm going to turn that way. I'm basically going to go west to intercept that line and then head south. Let's see how this goes. Right. God, I keep forgetting which button it is. Let's turn off. That one. No, it isn't that one. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh. It's never the one I think it is. There we go. Right, I'm basically going to fly west until that line gets in the middle. That's my plan. I want to see that start creeping over. If I've got this kind of right. It's going to take a while though. Actually, I should come round a bit more. Like that. It's probably going to take a while before that line moves. Looking okay, looking okay. Lose a bit of altitude. I think I want to come down about 1.5. Yeah, definitely raining. I never really thought about when you've got single prop aircraft like this, whether it does act as a, you know, a shield against rain. Never really thought about that. definitely going off my track, but it's kind of my plan because I want to be nicely on the right side of the airport, airstrip, whatever it is. Starting to slow down a bit too much. It's going to throttle up a bit, but also nose down a bit, just to get a bit of speed going. There we go, it's more the altitude I was after. Probably adding a fair bit more time to this run. Kind of enjoying this actually, especially given I'm trying to be a bit more manual with it, a bit more hands-on with it. Oh, my hand's stuck. Oh no, there we go. My hand had stuck. For some reason it stopped tracking. Glitch in the matrix. Then because my hand had been just sat there still for a while, and it is actually a little bit below my head, well quite a bit below I had my head, so I can get lost tracking. I'm doing okay. Whoa! Nose went down a bit too much while I was looking at the map there. Noticed there's some sort of whoa! I wonder what that number is that's counting down. Still raining, but it looks like it's got a bit lighter. I realise not talking quite so much now, actually sort of concentrating on the world around me a bit more. I'm not using the autopilot. I'm trying to watch the instruments a lot more as well. I realise I'm actually watching the instruments more than I am sort of looking outside. Looking to see that start moving. Still not a sign of any movement. Keep wanting to look at the map and confirm that I'm doing the right thing, but I'm trying to resist the urge. I want to see confirmation of what I've chosen to do in the cockpit first. Oh, it's starting to move. There we go. Start coming round. So if I'm on the right track, that should be pointing straight down when I hit facing south. And that should take me in the right direction. It's looking okay because I can see on nav there as well. I'm definitely coming up on the airstrip, so I got it kind of right, I think. Let's turn south. Alright, that looks pretty good. So this is going to take me to the VOR, which is, well, as you can see there, it's off to the side a little bit from the airport. Airstrip, runway, whatever it is. Trying to see if I can see it. I really need to lose some height. Creeping up again. I have strayed off from the VOR a little bit, but that's okay. Kind of expect that because I'm coming alongside it almost. You can see something out there that's contrasting against the background, but I don't know if it's the strip. I've tried to come in from an okay direction. Really, I should have flown in and done a pattern, I suppose. The right way to go about doing it. There's something down there. Is that just a road? Yeah, it's just a road, I think. I seem to remember, is it RAF Brentwaters is around this area as well? I should point out that I am obviously paying pretty much zero attention to no-fly zones and stuff like that while I'm doing this. I've tried to take a few into account, but mostly this is just casual gaming. What's that? Why is it below green? Should I be worried? Can't see the strip. Looking there, it's sort of more or less over there. I think that is it over there. It's not pointing in the direction I expected. Still raining. think I might have to do a flyover just so I can get a sense of where it is and where we're going. So I think that is definitely over there, but I just can't see the runway. And it's supposedly heading north-south, although actually yeah, maybe I'm coming in at it pretty much the right way. I'm going to fly and then turn in. Okay, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to assume that that's where I'm going. As I say, I think anywhere I do this, I'm landing with a side wind, so this is just basically the slightly less worse side wind. Not good. Put a little notch of flaps on. Still can't see the runway. This might be a go around. Or at least to kind of fly over until I know where I'm going. Oh, I see it. I think I see it. Okay, I'm going to commit. Oh no! I just seen where it is. Right, I'm going to come around this way. I think I've just actually seen the runway properly. Oh, lost tracking again. There we go. Oh, there we go. Ow, bugger. Press the wrong button. Right, I see the runway. Go for it. Not the easiest runway to see. Way too high. Yeah, I definitely should have flown over. Just to get a real sense of where everything is. Oh, dangerous stalling. not good. Yikes. Okay. That was not a great landing, but I survived. Suddenly there was like this white out in my headset and I couldn't quite see what I was doing. Damn it. Okay, I'll take it though. I'll take it. And chalk that up as a very heavy landing. Possibly needs some repair work done. Let's go and park up over here. I felt like I was doing okay on that final approach, and then, yeah, I just pretty much lost it at the end. That'll do. Oh! I accidentally double tapped my headset then. Right, let's turn everything off. Is it raining? Can't tell if it's raining. Don't think it's raining here. Oops. Well, my aircraft looks intact, so we're just going to say that was a heavy landing. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, that was a bad landing that time. But yeah, there was suddenly just like, oh, I can see some rain falling. Okay, so it looks like it just doesn't model rain on glass, is why I was not seeing anything. Yeah, just at that last moment there was sort of a brief pause in the display and everything sort of whited out. It was almost like there was lightning or something like that. I don't think it was trying to actually model that. And then, yeah, suddenly I found myself a lot lower than I was expecting. So that wasn't great. But yeah, I'll take it. It wasn't a crash, so I'll take it. So yeah, I'm definitely in parts of England that I don't really know very well at all. That will change a little bit once I round the corner past Dover and sort of head towards the Hampshire coast. I know that area reasonably well, having lived down in Hampshire for many years. I'm going to be avoiding London, obviously, it's a bit inland. There is a temptation actually to sort of fly up the Thames estuary and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll do that. I'll see how I feel. I'll either skip across the Thames estuary and just like carry on round, or maybe I'll go up the Thames and, I don't know, maybe land at London City or something like that. That actually could be kind of fun. So we'll see. I'll see how I feel about that. Actually, I think I've just talked myself into that. But this will do. So for this dip into XPlane 11 with my round the Great British, if not eventually UK coast, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.